part of you that came to this room today? That knew that learning to handstand was something that you wanted to express. It's a part of you that you wanted to bring into the world for whatever reason. Little T-Rex arms. Good. So, looking for flexion, extension at the wrist. Because the wrists aren't designed to hold weight of the body. That's why it takes time to build them up, unlike the ankles. So keep the flexion, extension, and now start to straighten the arms. Good. So wrists in line with shoulders, nice straight arms. Again, you're trying to pull the fingers back in both directions. Flexion, extension, that's straight arms. Let the fingers as wide as you can. Close the fist as tight as you can. Open it as wide as you can. Close it as tight as you can. Open wide. One. Okay, check it out. We're stretching the things that do this, but we're doing it actively rather than passively. So we're using muscles to stretch rather than passively doing. You're like, I didn't realize this bit could hurt. Okay, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the elbows down to the ground. Palms are still flat. Keep the palm on the floor, lift the fingers off the floor. Keep the fingers off the floor, start to straighten through the arms. Fingers stay lifted for 3, 2, 1. Relax the fingers. Elbows down. Palms down, fingers lift. Palms stay down, fingers stay lifted, straighten through the arms. For 3, 2, 1, relax the fingers. One more, elbows down. Fingers lift. How high can they lift? How high can they stay lifted as you straighten the arms? Keep lifting. For 3, for 2, for 1, relax the effort. Okay, now more passive. Yeah, take a rest, Okay, when you're ready, more of a passive one. Finger lifts and flops. So what we're doing here is seeing the difference between our active range of flexibility and our passive range. So switch hands, do the other hand. Between that, see how much it can lift, and that. This is passive range of movement, whereas this is active range. Yeah, see the difference? Passive and active. 1 is how much space you have, and 2 is the muscles you can use to come into that space. Those are the difference, okay? Come on to the back of the hands. Back of the hands. Elbows down to the ground. Make a fist with both hands. Coming back down into the palms. So you might have seen this as a wrist warm-up before. Don't do this, just watch first. You might have seen this, yeah? You've seen this?
Yes.
I don't like it. Okay? Because it's passive. You're using your hips to move, you're not using your forearms. I'm doing this. Spider fingers. So trying to pull the fingers towards the palms, but keeping the knuckles down. And then relax. Pulling the fingers in, and relax. Pulling them in, and relax. So this is again your flexor strength through the forearms. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Looking to develop that protraction strength, because even though you won't be necessarily protracted in handstand, you want to engage serratus anterior. For 3, for 2, for 1. They move elevation, depression. They move protraction, retraction. Shoulder roll is all four put together. So you're going elevation, retraction, depression, protraction. Left arm, draw a nice big circle. So let it move forwards, up, rather than turning the body. You're looking for mobilization through the shoulder girdle, not through the spine. Okay? What your body will do, because the shoulder is tight, is it will try to cheat. You'll do this. Okay? Try not to. Keep it nice and neutral. And how close can you keep the arm to your body? Rather than letting it go out here, as if you've got a wall against you. And it's as close to you as it can be. So you're getting that full end range conditioning. And remember, as the arm comes up, the shoulder comes up with it. It's your natural biomechanics. Work with it, not against it. Switch direction. Let it roll around the other way. Again, keeping the torso neutral. And it should feel like effort. It should feel like hard work. Because you're at that end range of your body's capability of where it can move in space. For 3. For 2. Take one more. And then switch sides. To this mechanic in the body. Or you're taking it a little bit higher. But if you're taking it high, can you land slowly? Not just crashing, but high, because it's a handstand. Nice and slow. Okay? Let's give it a go. Whatever feels right for you. Just take a couple of lines, so everyone comes this way. Straight. Nice. Good. From the squat.
Hey.
Okay. It's a bit of a funky one, but essentially, to break it down, you're going from here and then here. It's this. Sure. How slow can you make it? How slow? Body knows these things. We did it as children. Fear is learned. And if fear is learned, it means it can be unlearned. Yeah? This is what we're doing right now. Yeah. This is all sideways. You might not be able to land as far forwards, which just means you land where you can, and then you place again. I'm just going to jump into my hand. A little less, just a little less. There. So until you feel my hand, just a little bit further away. Not too much. Little hop, little hop. Yes, little hop. Good. Good. Nice. And so, thank you. So what we're learning here is just to know that it's a little further away. Your partner is being the wall, essentially, yeah? What happens when you start to learn to jump into handstand, especially from like a down dog, you'll get like here, it's like, okay, I'm doing it. But you think you're up here. Yeah. Your brain stops you jumping as high as you need to because it's afraid you're gonna fall over. We're using someone as a wall so you know that you won't fall. See? No fear. No fear. Yeah. You give some in the right place. Rather than this. Yeah? So start here now. Little hop. And you're looking to get your hips. You can do this tuck. Or you can do this straight. Up to you. Heart. Both legs. Push. Can you tell the open shoulders? And down. Down. Yeah. So you're here. Yeah. Things to remember. Push in. Hips. Okay? Yeah? So, who wants to do it with me? Which one do you want? The hop or the down dog? Okay, so for hop, gonna jump up and I catch and then straight. Push. Shoulders, push. And now it's just little touches, okay? I'm not doing much. And down. You got it. Nice. Okay. Good? Yeah? All the way? Straight? We're going to do straddle negative. So straddle. And then lower. Slow. Hover. 3, 2, back up. Okay. One more. Straddle. Hover. 3, 2. Close as you can. One more. Hover. Toes as close to hands. Close. Hold. 3. And now down. Okay. Nice. So if you're doing that, going up to straddle first, up to straddle, and then it's lower, slow, and then back up.
Today I'm going to show you a little bit of theory, a little bit of practice. First I want to show you what exactly are we going to be doing in our bodywork session. What kind of structures are we going to be working on. It's going to be mostly composed of fascia, but as you'll see here in a little bit, fascia and muscle kind of go together. I deleted some slides, a little bit about myself. My name is Jason Law. You can call me Jason. I still am heavily into sports. I started with swimming, football, but more than anything, I did a lot of combat sports, a lot of wrestling, a lot of jiu-jitsu. I was born in Toledo, Ohio. I moved around a lot, lived in Queens, in New York City for like 3-4 years. And then finally made my way here to Istanbul in like 2013. And yeah, and that's kind of how my journey came to be where I am today. Yeah, information is king, right? So we're gonna start doing a little bit of body work. We need to lay out and find a partner, right?
Yeah, come on, guys.
No, it's a bit, it's not so
I will show it to one person.
Gotcha.
And you can do this like 5 or 6 times, just to relax, right? And pull up, and open up, this way, right? Okay, so this is kind of like the first thing you're gonna do, so let's do like 5 or 6 swipes of the eyebrows. Okay, just with a light touch, right? You don't need to push too much to the temple. 5 or 6 times. Also, you be comfortable if you want to sit down. And then after you've done like 5 or 6 swipes of the eyebrows, you can hold the head and we can try to go into the upper traps, right? And you can use your hand to kind of assist. And this is kind of maybe you need a little bit more oil.
Pratiklerinizden sonra çok iyi gelir.
On one side, and you can use your other hand to assist, and you rotate the head if you want. It's kind of a little hard on the floor, but
maybe more pressure.
one side of the elbow. Like I said, this is kind of like for scalp fascia, and then your upper trapezius. We're gonna go into upper trapezius a couple times. So don't do that.
Don't. That was my first time.
That's what she said. And you have like your spinous process in the middle, and like on each side of the spine here, and kind of like stripping the extensors, right? So I'll come from like C7. C7 is the big bone in the back of the neck, in the very bottom. You'll feel one that kind of sticks out the most. That's normally C7. It's really relaxing. And really, it's important to come all the way to the base of the skull, right? On your last swipe, you can kind of come all the way up to the base of the head. And here you have like your suboccipital muscles. They're really small muscles at the base of the skull. And you can kind of like just dig in there for a little bit and pull, right? I kind of like place my hands right here, right? And people will have a lot of tension back there as well. A lot of stress is built up in the back of the skull. Right? You can just do a little rocking.
Oh.
A little rocking back and forth.
You're rocking, baby.
Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat. And for women, I always kind of like push down the breast tissue, and I'll come here and come through the subtle.
Yeah, there. But anyway, it's okay with tension.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, so again, the other side, underneath the clavicle, sweeping through.
I'm pushing down to the
For the breast tissue. Yeah, for women, normally you do this. If it's a guy, you wouldn't do this. You just kind of stabilize and go through.
Yeah.
But for women, you kind of like, so it's not so invasive, so she feels comfortable. You block the tissue and just kind of sweep through the shoulder. So do 5 or 6 times on both sides.
Tam şurası. Dün olduk çalıştık ya.
So for pecs, for women, you can kind of like sweep out farther, right? Again, pulling this tissue down, and maybe with your knuckles, come here and pull out the pec tissue, right? A little bit farther down.
can't